decided to go live. I earned 112, mainly Grubhub, a little bit of Uber, and I added $6 of gas to my car earlier today, and I said when I get just before the empty, I'll call it a day, and I did. So I did okay. I'm very happy, and cleaning out the glove compartment. I am going to discuss a couple of things. I got to say, something happened today, and I was very annoyed by it because I'm always nice, and even on my bad days, when I decide to go to work, I make sure that I'm respectful when I go into the places, the restaurants, because who am I to take my mood swing out on a stranger? That's how I feel. And I went into this place, I saw the order, and I went, and I said, oh, it's just a dozen of bagels. So I go in, and I go to the side where you're supposed to go. They acknowledge that I'm there. A young man speaks with me, and he goes, he'll be with you in a few minutes. 10 minutes go by, going on 10 minutes. Then the guy comes up to me, and he goes, I try to call the customer. I don't have this order, and he starts babbling. And I'm like, I'm just going to cancel the order. You know, I've been standing here for 10 minutes. You couldn't tell me that 10 minutes ago. And it wasn't like they were busy. They had a couple of customers in the store. You know, it was a little bagel place. It was after the morning rush. And he was like, well, you know, and I just said, well, whatever. You know, your problems are not my problems. I can work with you. But since you have respect for my time and my energy, now I'm going to give you a lack of respect. I just went, I'll cancel it. And he was like, well, you know, I don't care why you don't have the customer's order. You know, I'm thinking to myself while I'm walking to my car, you know, that's a lack of respect of my time. But we're supposed to be understanding all the time, and I wasn't calling. So, and then I did another Grubhub pickup. I did drive to Point Lookout for only $10, but it was a quick ride. Nobody's on the parkway. It was nice. After that, I was aggravated. But I had a long wait when I got to the next place. Then I had a long wait at McDonald's, which I thought was unheard of, and I couldn't get mad. I said, well, I'll use the bathroom. Then I never wait longer than 3 minutes. I actually waited 10 minutes. It was a large order. Hey, right here, Lisa. What's going on? How you doing? Thanks for joining in. So that was weird. You see the picture in the thumbnail? Whoever told me to get a steel wire or use a wire hanger, that's the picture of what it is. I got on the ground, and my mother even got on the ground. She's like a healthy 60-year-old. And we tied it on, and it worked, and it got me through my day. Or the muffler would have fell off. It's wiggling. If I keep my car idle, you can hear it, because the car doesn't run smooth anymore. That when I'm idle, you know, the whole wheel, you know, everything vibrates. This car made it. It made it to the very last day. I'm so happy. I broke 100. You're good. You took today off. Oh, I probably will take off tomorrow. I won't be driving. Good for you. Sometimes you got to take a Sunday off. It was a very slow start, but then I just got my last 3 orders. One was $17 again. It was like a 1.5 mile drop off. Now I got really lucky, and then I got 2.10 and change right here in town. My last 2 drop-offs were in Freeport. And I said, let me call it a day. I don't want to get gas again. And I really want to go home and eat. Had a long morning. I'm all ready for tomorrow. Just about. Just about. I do want to share something with you. Stop short. Oh, my car. Let's talk about my car one more moment. I got on the parkway, and my front end started, you know, when it bounces, it wiggles, and you got to step on your brake a little bit, take your foot off the gas, because it's not sturdy. It's not safe. This car's not safe anymore. The front end started wiggling again, one last time. And when I stopped short, because the parkway, it stopped short, then I start stepping on the gas, and the car is so uncertain of itself. I was like, oh, and that's all it did today. The rest of the day was just right here, it was okay. You took off. Nice. Yeah. Nice. Yes. All goes to plan. Yep. New car tomorrow. And I learned something because I'm buying, this is good to know if you're gig workers, you buy a used car from a car dealer ship. That's what you should do because then they become pre-certified. I could drive off the lot before I get the extended warranty. I have to go home, call up YAA or create an appointment, and then I'll pay for the extended warranty, which is good for the first 5 years or up to 100,000 miles. And whoever told me, make sure it's from the miles of the car, not from zero, I will be asking that. That's very smart. The car has 14,427 miles on it, I believe. I looked today. I think that was the number. But I wrote that down on my notes. Thank you. Go join. It's actually joinyaa.com. So this car just made it my last 100. I'm feeling good. I feel good about it. I didn't want to work today, but what else was I going to do until I could do other things, other more high-paying jobs and more challenging. I will share this with you. Oh, Get Upside app. This week they sent me, we can't give you your cash back. Something went wrong. So you know what I did? I went into my Coinbase Visa debit card transactions. I looked up the date. I took a screenshot and I sent it to Get Upside app. They're crediting my account 32 cents and 61 cents. I know that sounds a little, but it's twice. For some reason, something happened. And they were telling me we can't give you your cash back when I got gas. But because I use the Coinbase Visa debit card, it was very easy to go to the date. I took a screenshot and I emailed it to them and they wrote me back and said, give us 48 hours. We will be crediting your account 32 cents and 61 cents. Okay, and one more before, I'll share this with you. I brought it up yesterday. People who claim they don't have money to invest. It does add up. All of a sudden, I mean, I got over $30 on my Get Upside app, and that's only a few weeks, and that's from other people and me. You know, it's money that it earns you a free tank of gas a month. It does add up. That app's good. I have 161 direct referrals and 287 indirect. It's only going to get better. To the people who say, I'm not going to use a name because I meet people in the field and we're all they're shoppers, they're gig workers, and I said that I would like to put a group together and like meet once a month and have fun, you know, and get to know each other and help each other out and give each other's tips and all that other stuff. Give each other tips, you know, advice and share our experiences working each apps. Well, to the people that I met in the past year that said, I can't put my money toward investing. I know it's daunting and probably intimidating because I used to be intimidated. I never saw myself as a stock market investor. Crypto wasn't even a part of the world yet. I never saw myself that way. But to the people that claim they don't have the money, even if it's just $25 a week they put in for the past year, there are 2 stocks that I invest in that they are penny stocks. Still, however, they're both going to get listed in the New York Stock Exchange. That means they have to stay over $1. I was buying 4 for $1, 5 for $1 at one time. If they just did $25 a week and took the time to open an account and at least do it once a week, look what they would be getting back. Do you see how time went by so fast? And because they never took a chance, they're still in the same position. They're not in a better position, where they could have been in a better position. I used to think like them. You know, and then towards the tail end of 2019, I said, you know, I need to get I need to get experience. I need to figure out how I'm going to get over the fear and get over that feeling of putting my hard-earned money into investments, because it is a gamble. But then I learned since then, do your own research, invest in companies you believe in. Most of the companies I invest in, there's only one that I don't think is going to make it, but that's a chance you take. But look what would have happened. They're still in the same position where my position. Now, let me share a story with you. And this is serious stuff. My mom's neighbor pulled my mom over today. She went to the store and she came back and I saw that he was speaking with her. He bought a house next to my mother either 5 or 6 years ago. He came from Queens, single guy, works something to do with Broadway, but he works in the office area. And since the start of the pandemic, his hours were slashed. He lost a lot of money. He can't keep the house. He wanted to tell my mother in person, Barbara, I'm selling the house. I'm putting it on the market tomorrow. He didn't want her to hear it through the grapevine. Why bring that up? Because he has to sell it. He's not earning enough money. He's giving all his time. Maybe he has some investments, but maybe he's choosing it's not worth that kind of struggle to lose my investments for the second half of my life, that I could live comfortable. He put a lot of money into that house. He updated it. He upgraded it. And now he has to give it up because he can't afford it. He don't have enough money coming in. And it's not like he rents an apartment. See, if I had a house like that single, I would at least rent a little place. I would have set it up. Many people do, at least a little apartment, like one room with a little bathroom, some kind of income coming in. It's a liability. It's not an asset. He can't afford it. So that's why I go back to investing. If I didn't change my mindset, yeah, I still work. I found things I like to do. It's only going to get better. But if it gets worse, I can liquidate. I have something coming in. My pennies are going to turn into hundreds and thousands of dollars. That's how I see it. That's how I believe in it, especially crypto. So guys, to the gig workers, it is very sad. He can't afford it. He put money into that house, Lisa. He made it nice. Not that it wasn't nice before, but it was dated. It needed some love. He's got to give it up. And he's not even buying another place. But, maybe this is his, whatever money he gets. If he has a mortgage on the house, he's not going to get that much money back. Because you have a mortgage on a house that you're selling. So you got to pay off the mortgage, right? Or somebody take over the mortgage? That sucks. He's selling it because he can't afford to keep it anymore. He bought that. He thought he was going to live here the second half of his life. He made it. It's either 5 or 6 years, and he's got to sell it already. You don't have enough money coming in. So that's why I say to the gig workers that I meet and the people that I share this information with online, I watch videos all the time. That's how I gained most of my financial education. I thank my lucky stars because I have something to fall back on. And I will continue to set up retirement money. Like once I have one big chunk, I'm going to start getting a Roth IRA so I can save on taxes later on when I'm 59 and a half. The moment New Yorkers are allowed to open up a crypto Roth IRA, not to pay taxes on their capital gains on crypto, I'm going to do that. But I'm in New York. I can't do it yet. But it will come to time that I can do that. That's the kind of education I'm receiving. Just to save some. And then by then, I'll have more of an education financially that I'll probably set something up for my 70s. You know what I mean? You really have to get ahead so you can live more comfortable without struggling. I mean, why should this guy struggle? He's a little bit older than me, and he's got to sell something that he thought he was going to spend he was going to spend his years on Long Island. He's going back to Queens. He's going to rent an apartment. He's got to get closer. He can't travel anymore. I mean, when you add all of that up, it's too much money to live out here. Unless you got a really good job. The middle class is getting wiped out. I wanted to share that. Gain a financial education and get over the fear. Get over of, that $25 a week is going to make or break you. I'm not saying hundreds of dollars. I'm not saying $1,000. I'm not saying, $25 a week. Learn to set yourself up. You're going to lose out in this opportunity, even if it's crypto, because they're not going to be $4 for $1, $2 for $1, or about $1 anymore. You're going to miss out on the opportunity to lighten the financial load for the rest of your life. Middle class is getting wiped out. So I wanted to share that. Has to move. Has to move. Oh, here's another mindset way of thinking. Of course, my mom's happy for me. But when she buys a car, she's one of those people, she thinks it's going to last 20 years and it's an asset. She's got to keep it in perfect condition, which is great. Nothing wrong with taking care of your property. I don't even have the car yet. And she's already telling me, you see this on my car? Oh, she was using my car. You see this? We're going to find someone to put a big black bumper trim down the side of your car, so cars don't hit it when they open the door. They hit the black, they don't hit your car. I'm like, well, I watch YAA. Mom, you know what? I was thinking of that. I want to go on Amazon and buy like a 3-inch strip and make sure that it pops out enough that it would protect the car. She was like, oh, no, you're not buying that off of Amazon. We're paying a professional to put that on your car. Well, because I listened to them, you could save hundreds of dollars. It's not a very expensive car that I'm getting. I'm buying yes, it's certified, but a 2018 economy car that has a couple of scratches on it that I'm going to buff out the best I can. It's still an upgrade. Why would I pay top dollar professional to put a big black strip on? I get it. She wants to protect the car. When you could go to Amazon, buy it and put it on yourself, and it'll probably look good enough for the 2018 economy car. Again, it's my property, and I'm already being told, no, I'm going to do this. She could pay for it if she wants to. But in my eyes, I was following their suggestions with their knowledge. That stuff is cheap. And if you can do it yourself, do it yourself. Yes, but low miles. I got lucky. And the person I was reviewing the Carfax, they took very good care of the car. I think the car was too small for someone. Or they just got tired of it. Impeccable care. I got really lucky. I'm cleaning out my glove compartment if you live in Long Island. These are ice scrapers from the dockside in Freeport. That's really funny. That place hasn't been there in years. I've had this car a long time. So that's it. I wanted to share that information. Well, we are all in this together. I don't feel the whole world is in this together, but us gig workers, the gig community, yes, we are. And you can change your life for the better. Don't give all your time and struggle for pennies. I'm grateful I broke $100, Not bad. I'm really happy, and now I'm going to go home and eat. All's good. I earned my last 100 in this car. I'm probably going to take off tomorrow because by the time I get it, go home and then call up and, pay for the warranty and do some stuff with the new car. And then I live in the co-op that I have. By the time I get home around 4 o'clock at the co-op, 5 o'clock, I have to knock on one of the doors information because you can't park in the parking lot without a sticker. But I'm going to put a sign on my car, waiting for a sticker, and give them the information. It'll probably take them a day or two to get it to me. Thank you very much. Great job today. Yeah, did good. Did real good. I'm really happy I broke 100. Okay, guys. Thanks for the thumbs up. Thanks for joining in. Get in the know. Don't. This is your chance. And if you're listening, Rideshare Lisa, this is your chance to at least. You're gonna miss out if you're not dabbling with crypto and gaining a financial education and teaching yourself about, Roth IRAs and saving on taxes in the future. And there's more than that, but baby steps, Thanks for joining in. I'll see you later. I got to go eat. I'm starving. Chicken Marcella, baby. I'll see you soon. Bye, everybody.